If you're a freelancer making money on Fiverr right now, this video is important because I'm going to show you why relying only on Fiverr is probably costing you far more than you think, why client discovery is changing massively in 2026, and how you can start building a system that actually brings clients to you instead of renting your income space from a platform. And this matters because I've done well on Fiverr, and I'm not coming at this as someone guessing from the outside. Fiverr does work. It can absolutely help you get started and make good money. But there's a big shift happening right now that most freelancers still have not caught on to. Clients are no longer just finding freelancers through Google or marketplaces. They're starting to find them through AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini. And that changes everything because if all you have is a Fiverr profile, you're almost invisible to that whole discovery system. So in this video, I want to break down three things. First, the real cost of being dependent on Fiverr alone. Second, why AI search is creating a huge opportunity for freelancers with their own online presence. And third, a tool that can help you build that presence without needing to become some full-time SEO expert. All right, so let's start with the obvious one. Fiverr takes a flat 20% on every single order, including tips, by the way, which I still find a little bit mad. You do the extra work, then Fiverr comes along and takes a fifth of that too. But that 20% is just the seller side. Buyers are also paying a 5.5% service fee. So when you add it all up, there's a real good reason as to why a lot of clients are looking to work with freelancers outside of these platforms, either to save money or to improve communication, as a lot of buyers find that communicating outside of the platform is much easier and faster than it is to go ahead and log onto a website and see if they have any new messages. But these are not even the worst parts of being platform dependent. The real risk is this: you don't own anything on Fiverr. Over 70% of freelancers find their work through platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, which ends up becoming a bit of a concentration risk, meaning all your eggs are now only in one basket. And trust me, I've been there. Now, if Fiverr does change their algorithm tomorrow, which they do regularly, your gig could end up going from page 1 to page 9 overnight. And if they suspend your account for whatever reason, your entire income disappears. No warning and no appeal process that actually works. Just gone. Now, think about it like renting a flat. You can decorate your Fiverr profile, fill it with nice portfolio images, make it feel like it's yours. But the landlord sets the rent, and right now that rent is 20%. Plus, they can evict you whenever they want. Which brings me to the thing that is happening right now that most freelancers haven't caught on to yet. And honestly, when I saw the numbers on this, it actually surprised me. So, here's what's changed. 2 years ago, when someone needed a freelancer, they'd obviously Google it. Maybe they'd go straight to Fiverr or Upwork. That was basically it. But in 2026, over a third of product discovery queries, or 37% to be exact, are now starting in AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini. People are actually typing in things like, who's a good freelance logo designer in the UK? Directly into ChatGPT, and they are getting answers. AI referral traffic to websites is growing roughly 1% month on month right now, and ChatGPT alone drives nearly 88% of that AI referral traffic. And get this, by the end of 2026, an estimated 67% of information discovery is projected to go through AI interfaces. And this is the bit that genuinely surprised me when I saw the numbers. 80% of the URLs that ChatGPT cites in its answers don't even rank in Google's top 100 for that search term. 80%. So the sources AI pulls are completely different for what ranks on traditional Google, which means a freelancer's website, even a relatively new one, could get recommended by ChatGPT even if it's nowhere near page 1 of Google. And then there's Reddit. Reddit is now one of the top 5 most cited sources in AI search, and now we're talking 5.5 million AI citations across ChatGPT, Google AI overviews, and Gemini combined. Reddit threads show up on page 1 of Google for like 82% of searches, and 99% of the Reddit content that ChatGPT references is individual discussion threads, actual conversations where people are recommending services and sharing opinions. So, say someone posts on Reddit asking, can anyone recommend a freelance video editor? Someone else replies, mentioning your name and linking your website. That thread gets indexed by Google, gets cited by ChatGPT, and gets referenced in AI overviews. All from one helpful Reddit comment. You just opened up 3 separate discovery channels and you didn't pay anyone a penny for it. Now, if your entire presence is a Fiverr profile, AI tools don't reference those. You're invisible to this whole pipeline, and that pipeline is only going to get bigger. Now, I know what you're thinking.
But Chris, I'm a graphic designer, not an SEO expert.
Well, I know, and that's actually the point of this video, because this is the single biggest reason freelancers don't build outside of platforms. They hear SEO and immediately think keywords, backlinks, meta tags, site speed, etc. It's crazy complicated and confusing, and trust me, that's coming from a guy who literally hates WordPress. I would rather pay somebody to do a simple task than learn how to do it myself. But the thing is, you don't need to become an SEO expert anymore. The tools exist that now handle the technical side for you. And one in particular is what I've been using recently that I want to walk you through because it's specifically built for this exact problem. So the tool is called Baby Love Growth. Crazy name, I know, but this genuinely solves the problem that I've been talking about for like the last 5 minutes. What it does, basically it handles all your SEO stuff that you and I just don't want to do. So let me show you exactly what I mean. First up, content. It will actually generate you a full 30-day content plan with keyword research done for you. Then it writes daily blog articles in your voice with proper citations, internal links, FAQ sections, images, etc. And then publishes them automatically to your website. Whether that's a WordPress site, Webflow, Wix, Shopify, whatever you're using, you only need to set this up once and it just runs for you. And before you jump to the conclusion that
AI written blog posts are rubbish,
then just wait a second, because I would have said the same thing maybe a year ago, but in that time a lot has changed. However, the main thing that you need to understand is we're not trying to win any writing awards here. The point is to have consistent structured content on your site that search engines and AI tools can actually find and reference. That's what gets you visibility. But the content side is only part of it. The backlink feature is what will actually add fuel to the fire. You see, they've got a network of over 2,000 businesses, and when you publish articles through the platform, it automatically places backlinks to relevant sites in your space. And those businesses do the same for you. It's a credit-based exchange system. You start with 100 credits, and new sites typically see their first backlinks within 15 to 20 days. Now, if you were to buy links like that on a marketplace, you'd be looking at a few $100s a month or more. And then it doesn't stop there, because there's also technical SEO audits. What this means is it actually scans your site, gives you a health score out of 100, and flags every issue that's stopping search engines and AI crawlers from indexing you properly. Now, it could be sitemap issues, broken links, page speed, missing meta tags, any and all of that. And every problem comes with step-by-step instructions to fix it. So you don't really need much knowledge, as it just tells you what to do. Now, stick with me here, because this next bit is what actually matters for the AI search angle that I was actually talking about earlier. This platform has got an LLM visibility tracker. So it monitors how often your brand gets mentioned by AI tools, whether that's ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, you name it. You get a visibility score, a comparison against your competitors, and you can see exactly which websites AI systems are pulling from when they mention you. You can just click any of those mentions and you can read the actual AI responses that features your brand, which is absolutely mad that you get those insights. And remember what I said about Reddit earlier? Well, they've got a Reddit AI agent that finds high opportunity posts related to your keywords, specifically threads that are already being cited by AI tools or ranking on Google. It then suggests helpful, community-friendly comments that mention your brand and allows you to post up to 5 a day, focusing on quality and not quantity here. And guys, honestly, the biggest thing you need to understand here is that this is the next step. This is the future of what is going to be coming next. And the sooner you get onto this, the sooner you're going to see a spike in your business. Now, if you do wait until later, sure, that spike might still be there, but it's probably going to be more of like a flat line. As the longer you leave it, the more well-known and mainstream this all is going to become. Now, the whole thing costs $99 a month, roughly £80. Now, if you compare that to the £1,000 a month you're giving Fiverr in fees on a $5,000 income, well, it doesn't sound so bad. And before you even commit, there's a free trial anyway, so you can actually see if it actually works before you spend anything. Links in the description if you do want to try it out. And remember, I'm not saying leave Fiverr, I'm still on Fiverr. But what I am saying is this, Fiverr works. I've made good money on it. If you're just starting out and you've got no clients and no reputation, Fiverr is probably going to be the fastest way to get your first orders and start building a track record. Now, I'm not going to pretend otherwise, but here's how I think about it now. Your Fiverr income is your salary. It's reliable, it's consistent, it pays the bills. Your website? Well, this is your own brand, your own web presence. That's exactly what you should be building because I promise you, it will compound over time. And right now, you kind of have a first mover advantage. So use Fiverr, absolutely, but build alongside it and treat it as a launchpad for bigger and better things. And again, if you do want to try Baby Love Growth, the link's in the description. They've got a free trial so you can actually see how it works before you commit to anything. Give it a go. Worst case, you've wasted 10 minutes poking around a dashboard. Best case, you've just started building the thing that gets you off the platform treadmill. Enjoy.